you see Klay as a player who has to maybe make some adjustments from the way he played last year? Just because of the situation he was in where he was asked to probably do more than maybe he should have?
No, he's going to find, certain guys get shots. So he's going to score the basketball because he's going to be in position to get shots. He's a great shooter, and he's going to have open looks. So I don't think he changed his game at all. I think he's going to be better because of better guys around him. The one thing we need him to do is night in and night out take the challenge defensively to be as good on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end.
It's not crazy. Is there any way that Barnes starts and Klay is a guy who comes off the bench and an offensive guy? That's
no.
it. He's in.
And Klay is my starting shooting guard.
Do you anticipate your role changing from last year to this year?
Yeah. I think a lot of rookies should feel the same way. Just get a year accumulated in the NBA, you're going to feel a lot more experience. And, I definitely see my role changing. I'm working with the ones. I just feel a lot more responsibility on my shoulders, which I'm welcoming. I just love my role now. And I can't wait to start playing games, see what I can do.
So he's got you playing a little one? Or
I'm working with the ones, yeah.
The first team.
But sure, I'll play some one, I don't care.
Well, you did in college a little bit, right?
Yeah, I can handle the ball, initiate the offense, but we got a lot of good point guards, so I don't really see myself moving over there.
Last year when you started playing a lot, the team was hurt by, decimated by injuries. You got a lot of freedom. Now you got everybody back. Do you think you're going to have to be a little more efficient, or you're going to get fewer shots? Do you feel?
Yeah, but hopefully with my work over the summer, I can be more efficient. And I also think I'm going to get a lot more open looks because we have so many good post players now. And it's such a great, so many good perimeter scorers. Our bench is really deep too, so, I'm just going out there playing unselfish and, try to make plays.
Mark said yesterday that he made a point of, having you play with Steph because you didn't play with him last year. What are the kind of things you're figuring out now playing with him for the first time? Anyway.
He's a great shooter, obviously, and he's really underrated playmaker. And Steph's not the most athletic point guard in the league, but he has a great knack for getting in the lane. So, it's a lot of fun playing with him. He's going to draw a lot of attention, and teams can't focus on our big man and double down on them because we have me, Steph, Brandon, Harrison, Jarrett, Charles, a bunch of great shooters on the perimeter, so it's going to be tough to stop.
With the addition of Jack, could Klay see some time at the three?
Yes. Jack's ability to play the one and the two, to defend both of those positions. I think he complements, obviously, not only Klay, but Steph also. So I definitely envision Klay playing some three.
When Jack and Steph are together, would Jack be the point, essentially?
I think it's a feel. Who's matched up with who, meaning who's defending those guys, and then whether I want to use Steph in pick and rolls with the basketball in his hands or using him in motion offense. But I feel extremely comfortable with either one of those guys handling the basketball, and Jack has been great for us in this camp. He's vocal, he's been a leader, he's everything we envisioned when we made the trade.
Yesterday, somebody asked Brandon Rush if there's anybody in camp who's stood out, who's really playing well, and he said you're a different player than last year. How are you different? What do you bring in this year that you didn't have last year?
My confidence is a lot higher just from the end of the season. End of the season proved I think I can build on not just being a catch and shoot kind of guy, and I can make plays for my teammates. And I'm so excited for this year because we got one of the best front lines in the West, and the West is full of big men who can score and who can play. So now I feel like we can compete with anybody. We got some young perimeter players, but loads of potential. If we just work hard, I think we'll fulfill it. And it means a lot coming from Brandon. He's been in the league for a while, and Brandon's a really good player himself as well. So happy we brought him back. He was one of our best players off the bench last year.
You see a difference at all in coach from year 1 to year 2?
Yeah. I think he's got a lot better feel how to manage a team from a coaching standpoint. You know, Coach Jackson was one of the best point guards to ever play, and it's different being a point guard on a team than being a coach. And we all relate well to the coach. We all go up and talk to him at any time, and I love that about a head coach. You know, that means a lot.
What kind of things do you know as a coach this year that maybe you didn't know in year 1?
And we're much more talented. That practices. You look and you say, man, these practices have been extremely good. The reason why is because you got guys at every position that's forced to compete, or they're gonna get their head handed to them. Whether you're talking about David Lee now facing a Carl Landry, or a Steph or Charles Jenkins facing a Jarrett Jack, Harrison Barnes and Brandon and RJ, and then our bigs. So it makes it a much more intense, exciting practice where guys are looking to make a statement.
You look forward to that as a coach, like being able to show off what you can do instead of, as David Lee said, he played trickery basketball at times last year?
No, I said it before. I think showing what you can do is when you have to do what you did last year. It's easy to draw up a post up for Andrew Bogut, or a post up for David Lee, or floppy action for Klay or Brandon Rush, using Harrison. It's easy doing that. Post up for Carl Landry. When you have some of the names we had to finish off the season, that's where, as a coach, you got to try to be creative, and that's with all due respect to those guys. But there was a reason why, some of them was at home or in the D League waiting for their phone to ring.